Well, good morning, everyone. My name is Gerry Oginski. I'm a New York medical malpractice and personal injury trial attorney. And today, I'm going to share with you some interesting information that's going to help you. And it's going to help you understand why, even though you are not a med mal attorney, why you're going to need the information I'm going to share with you. And if I were in your shoes right now, I'd be thinking, you know what? I'm coming to a Bridge the Gap CLE program. I'm going to sit on my laptop, play with my Facebook account on my iPhone, and, you know, just keep an open ear. Well, I'm going to share with you. You can do that, and that's cool. But if you pay attention to what I'm about to share with you this morning, what you're going to learn is going to remarkably change the way that you see opportunities in your own practice. And whether that practice is in bankruptcy, whether it's in transactions, real estate, I guarantee you by the end of my discussion this morning, you're going to gain an insight and an understanding into how communicating with your clients can turn you into the go-to resource for somebody who has key information that your clients need and want. Okay? So let me ask you this, and this is the best way for me to explain to you how this is going to come up. You know, everybody here is thinking, I'm not a med mal attorney, I don't need to know any of this. Let me give you a couple of ideas that is going to show you exactly how you're going to encounter people who think they may have something going on, and you, even though you don't practice medical malpractice, are going to start to ask questions in your own mind that maybe there's something here that might rise or give rise to a viable claim involving malpractice. So let me go through this one. You represent, well, you handle real estate transactions. And a young couple comes to you and they tell you, you know what? We're about ready to buy a home, our first home. We'd like you to do the closing. And you say, terrific. And you meet with Mr. and Mrs. Jones. And now they're going through the process, and 2 months later, it's now time for the closing. You arrive at the closing. Mrs. Jones is there. Her husband is nowhere to be seen. You ask her, where's your husband? Oh, well, he's in the hospital. He had a massive heart attack. Really, I'm sorry to hear that. What happened? Well, for the last 3 months, he'd been complaining of chest pain. He'd been going to his cardiologist, and his cardiologist brushed him off, said, don't worry, you don't have to worry about the chest pain. Just take some aspirin and you'll be fine. And the more you talk to Mrs. Jones, you begin to realize that something may have gone on there during the course of those 3 months when Mr. Jones was talking to his cardiologist that might indicate something may not have been done right. And Mrs. Jones is of the opinion that her young husband, who's now 37 years old, in the hospital suffered a massive heart attack, that something might have been done to prevent this from occurring. So you, as a real estate attorney, are left with a question, what do you do next? How can you best help your client who's coming to you to do a real estate closing, help them? How can you be a good resource for them so that you can show them you have information to help solve their legal problem? Because they may have one.